Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm currently sitting outside a coffee shop and journaling, and I haven't journaled and reflected about prep and life in a really long time. So it's good because I don't want to keep living my life so passively. I want to actually think about things and make changes. So this is good. I've been just thinking about prep since I'm going into my next show literally next weekend. But so far this prep has been pretty easy for me physically. Like, I'm not super tired and I'm not very hungry either, but I faced really different challenges on this prep. I traveled a lot, which made food really tempting since I'm like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try that. And I did end up trying everything that I really wanted to, but I didn't indulge in it, which was honestly not that hard because I feel like when I travel to Asia, like the temptations are a lot more. But I traveled to Morocco and Mexico, and Taiwan, but that was the very beginning of prep. But Morocco and Mexico, I feel like I wasn't as tempted with the food because, I don't know, I just really like Asian food. So, but that helped me, not indulging helped me at the end of the day because I wasn't too focused on the food, more about like everything else, the new experiences and everything, and I didn't indulge on the food because it wasn't that important to me. I actually think I underate during these travels because I was like guesstimating in my head. I'm like, oh, this is probably this many calories, this much fat, this much protein, but I severely underate on these trips and I actually lost weight. And I was continuing to train on these trips too. I found gyms nearby and I brought bands, which was super helpful, but I don't really think that not like getting into the gym and doing like RPE 10 workouts or workouts like crazy hurt my prep because they didn't have a ton of muscle I had to build for Fit Model. I built a lot during my off season for bikini. I took like 1 whole year off. I was planning to compete last year, but that didn't happen. So I took a whole year off, which I feel like restored my metabolism, and we got my calories very high in the off season. So I'm actually able to cut this season, and my body is actually able to respond. And I also learned that I don't have to optimize everything. Like, my last prep in 2024, I was optimizing everything. I ate like 6 meals a day and I spread my protein really evenly throughout the day. But now I only start eating at around 11 to 12 and I try to finish eating by 6 p.m. So my eating window is a lot shorter and I definitely don't optimize my protein throughout the day. Like, sometimes I'll be eating like meals with 100 grams of protein and then the rest of the day is like, oh, the other 30 grams that I needed to hit. So I'm not optimizing everything, which actually makes it so much easier. I found that fasting in the morning helps my hunger, or keep the hunger a lot lower throughout the day. And even though it's not optimal, I don't really care because it helps me just live my life regularly. Like, I have a life outside of competing and bodybuilding, so found that has been helping me keep my hunger at bay, and my calories are not very low. They're literally like 2,000 calories on this cut. So I'm very grateful because I'm able to maintain a pretty lean body composition while eating a good amount of food. But yeah, my most important thing in this bodybuilding season has really been about posing because I feel like presentation is so important for a Fit Model. Whereas honestly in 2024 when I competed in bikini, I didn't even care about posing. I feel like getting lean was the main thing in my mind and posing was just such a big afterthought. But I feel like presentation can really make or break your physique. Like, you could look the same as someone else but pose completely differently and look completely different on stage. So posing has been the main focus for me this season. I feel like I built a lot and I already put in the work there. And all that I really want to do now is pose, feel confident in it, not just practice my individual routine, but practice comparisons as well. Like holding the pose, having core control, and just feeling good about hitting that front pose and back pose consistently every single time. I mean, I don't think I'm 100% consistent on hitting my front pose or back pose, but you know, we're working on it. We're working on it, and it's getting more and more consistent. After this past show, actually, the judges gave me the feedback of downsizing my quads, especially my back pose. I was abducting so they could see my top glute a little bit more, but it made my quads look pretty big. They were telling me in the back, they're like, oh, you look like wellness. I'm like, bro, what? But now I'm not abducting in the back and making my quads super huge. I'm just gonna stand straight and hit my back pose. And in the front pose, there isn't a ton I really wanted to change from the last show. I got pretty good feedback on my front pose, but I'm angling my shoulders slightly more. Before, I was pretty square to the judges, but now I'm angling slightly more so that my shoulders don't look like as buff, and I'm not twisting as much either, even though I really like the way my front pose looked. I feel like maybe it threw off my balance just a little bit. And actually, I did not pelvic tilt in my front pose before, but now I'm pelvic tilting my front pose instead of engaging my glute for that glute pop. So instead, I'm just gonna pelvic tilt, and I think that will help with my balance overall. Like before, I was forcing a glute pop, which I actually like the way it looked, but I think it threw off my balance. So those are kind of the things I've been reflecting about. Let me see if there's any more. I'm really happy that I am actually taking my time and competing as an amateur. And I'm happy in the place that I am, because once you turn pro, you got to compete with the pros. And I feel like I need to put in a lot more work before I compete with all the pros. So I'm thankful to be competing as an amateur right now. And I'm thankful, what am I even saying? I'm thankful that I'm competing as an amateur, and I'm thankful to just be on this road to turning pro instead of on the road to my pro debut. So yeah, that's what I'm journaling about, and that's what I've been thinking about. I realized that I didn't make an outro clip, but I'm really excited for my next show next weekend, and I'm ready to implement the things that I learned from this past show to this upcoming show. But thank you guys for watching my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more.